at £5 more. Once, twice, to the final ball. Rolling.
Morning or afternoon, should I say, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us this autumn day march. We have officially started the auction, 12 o'clock as announced and as broadcast. As you all know, most of you are regulars and lots of you have been watching in on the auctions that we run. We do have a guest speaker that anchors and opens each one of our events to share some thought leadership on current practice and interesting topic and news that you can all benefit from. Today, our guest speaker I'll be introducing shortly. He's going to be talking about trade secrets and digital marketing. And I thought just to perhaps frame or contextualize his presentation today, I'd pick up on a couple of trends that I've seen evident in the digital marketed space. One of which is that this industry is growing exponentially year on year. In 2024, it was estimated that the digital marketing spend globally was about $677 billion. And in 2026, just next year, is predicted to be at $786 billion, well north of $750 billion. So the industry continues to grow, and we've seen that in the trends insofar as spend on traditional offline media and your online media. 72%, I believe, of market spend committed by organizations at the moment is for digital media channels as opposed to offline. And because of the shift away from your traditional offline media online, about 60% of media spend was digital in 2024. Further to that, the industry continues to grow, and we've seen that one of the most in-demand skills internationally at the moment is digital marketing. And the industry is expected to grow at about a 6% compound annual growth over the next couple of years, well in excess of most of the other industries' growth in terms of resourcing and recruitment. So it's a wonderful industry, digital marketing, and Stuart is going to be our guest speaker today. He's an expert in this space. He currently works with Flow Platform, which is an ad tech platform that provides reach to our eyeballs, to all of our buyers on various social media platforms. Stuart has, in the last 13 years, been principally dedicated to account management, sales, business development. It's appropriate, and I wasn't aware of this before asking Stuart to speak for us today. It's appropriate, being that we are an auction house, that Stuart has quite extensive background in auctioneering as a fine arts auctioneer on the cruise ships, traveling around the world. I think 6 years, Stuart, you spent traveling and developing your trade. He's seen 96 countries, so he's got the benefit of being able to manage business and cultural diversity. And today Stuart will be talking about those trade secrets. So I'm going to welcome you up, Stuart. I think Stuart will be with us for about 20 minutes, and then we'll open the floor perhaps to some questions too. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, guys. I'm very humbled and privileged to be here. I just wanted to give you all maybe just a couple of tidbits or maybe some trade secrets of if you are thinking about launching a digital campaign. What are some of the tips that you can try and do to make it successful, and also some of the things maybe trying to avoid so that you don't waste any of your ad spend. But before we go any further, I think Greg did give me a nice introduction, but basically where I come from, I did a lot of years on cruise ships working as an art auctioneer. and they'd got headhunted to go work at Keller Williams in California. I did have the dream to go and work there as a real estate agent, so I had the house, the car, the dog. I even branded my car in Keller Williams, but unfortunately, a certain individual was hired into power 8 years ago and forced me to come home due to visa policies. But of course, there's a silver lining for everything, so I'm very happy. But since then, I have moved into any sort of client relation space or account management, anywhere where you can utilize technology to try and create efficiencies within an organization. So the company that I'm working for now, Flow Living, we are an ad tech company, so just being able to help you launch your campaigns in the right place to the right audiences. And I've learned a whole bunch in the last 2 years that I've been with this organization, and I hope to share some of those with you along the way. But yeah, I'm working for various different organizations, a lot of it in sales, account management, but it's really brought me to where I'm truly happy right now at Flow, and I'm going to share some exciting things with you today. So typically, and I think important for you in the property sector, is if you have your own asset, which is going to be either either commercial or industrial or residential property, the ways in which you need to find leads for that are typically going to be phoning people, it's going to be emailing them, maybe you're going to do open houses, get people to that actual site. But you're neglecting the fact that there's a massive asset that you have to tap into, specifically in today's day and world, and that is digital marketing, social media. So, of course, if you can tap into that digital market, you're going to have a lot more cost-effective ways of reaching people. So your reach is going to be a lot more far and wide. You can start looking at, reaching global individuals as opposed to just something that's in your perimeter. You're going to be getting a lot of personalized engagement. So remember, if you're using Facebook, you're using Instagram, you're going to have those people who are going to tag, they're going to share, they're going to follow, they're going to let other people know what's happening. So you're going to get that community involvement as well. And very important, of course, digital marketing is agile. So dissimilar to that, if you have maybe a billboard up there with your cell phone number and all your information, but then your cell phone gets stolen, you have to change your number, you've got a bit of a problem. But of course, with digital marketing, it's so easy to change and be agile of what is your message and what is your call to action. So you've got to change to what the market is actually demanding right now. And of course, digital media allows to do that. So having that competitive edge, whether it is against other brokers, whether it's like other auction houses, whatever it may be, you've got to have that reach far and wide to get that lead generation in, or of course your brand awareness. And one of the things I'll be touching on today is I'm sure you've all noticed that there's been a huge adoption of e-commerce platforms online. So with the likes of Shein, Temu, and Superbalist, they really are making waves in the digital world. And of course, Greg mentioned some of those scary figures. So much media spend is going into these channels at the moment. And of course, they're very profitable as well. So those budgets are only set to increase over time. But yeah, let's have a look at my next slide. Let's have a look at some of the interesting figures. So South Africa, interesting enough, has one of the highest rates of people who have screen times on a mobile device. I think it's 99.3% of individuals above the age of 16 years old are on a mobile device. So that is where people are spending their time, their energy, and obviously their money. You have to be tapping into those markets if you want a successful digital campaign. So smartphones, but if you look at that difference between laptops and desktops computers, that's 80% as opposed to the 99.3% on smartphones. So we know that's where the public is. You have to get to those channels in order to be successful with your digital campaigns. Looking at the use of social media, the actual worldwide average, very scary in itself, is just above 2.5 hours that people are going back to the same platforms on a daily basis. That's the global average. South Africa, everyone asks me, Stu, what's the reason for this? Why is South Africa so high at over 3.5 hours every day on average? I thought it was maybe attributed to because of our load shedding. People are going to be on their phones, specifically maybe for their light. But even now that load shedding has died down, we're still seeing increasing amount of time of users looking at their phones on a daily basis. So, I mean, on average, 3.5 hours, and that is just on social media. So, having a look at what is prevalent and which apps they're specifically looking at. Of course, I think Mark Zuckerberg would be quite happy in a sense that 4 of the 3 top hitters, that is WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram, are all owned by Meta. So TikTok may be a little bit different in itself, but if you have a look at the time spent, and again, those hours on those 3 platforms, Meta is an absolute powerhouse, and you'd be a fool not to try and engage with those platforms if you are running social media. But I mean, yeah, as I said, 93.8% on WhatsApp. So again, what we do at Flow, and when we are engaging with some of the, the clients who are inquiring on leads, what we do is we then can get those individuals to reach out back to the broker or vice versa, and immediately start with one click a WhatsApp conversation. So you've got to have those platforms easily available so you can start those conversations and increase engagement over time. You have to be using WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. So what do we do now, folks? This is just maybe a step-by-step process of what do I need to do to set up a successful campaign. The first and foremost thing with everything in life is you need to define your goal. What is your goal? Am I trying to get brand awareness? Am I trying to get lead generation? And if I'm trying to get lead generation, do I just need a name and number, or what information do I need? Do I need to know what people's budgets are? Are they on time constraints? Whatever it may be, you have to try and figure that out before you start launching your campaign. Identifying your target audience. Again, this can be from age, this can be from demographics. If you're looking at selling a commercial warehouse that's worth maybe a couple tens of 20s millions, you're not going to be engaging with a younger audience. You've got to find somebody that's in the correct space. So finding that audience and where they're located is very, very important. Choose your digital channels. Again, we would know that the younger audiences are using the TikToks these days, and like Snapchat, where some of the older crowds are still traditionally using Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So very important, whatever your product may be or your service, you have to be engaging in those right platforms. And then, very important with anything, you have to create your content. So again, if you've got a service that you provide, or if you've got a product that you provide, whether it's a stagnant image that you're going to be showing on social media or it's a video, that video has to be so engaging that we've actually identified that even after the first 3 seconds of showing a video on social media, if you haven't captivated that audience, you've already lost them. So it's so easy just to scroll up and just go to the next thing or whatever it is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You have to catch them within those first 3 seconds. So whether that's text or whether that's imagery, whether that's video, you have to get something that's really, really going to grab them and get them engaged and want to know more information. So landing pages, again, if you set up a digital campaign and you've got somebody who's seen your ad that's going to be on Facebook or Instagram, if they click on it, are we taking them through to a web page, or are we taking them to a ring-fenced landing page where there's no other advertising that's taking place? That's very, very important. So you've got to be able to track, in a sense, what is the customer journey from seeing your ad online to actually getting to the last final conversion point of where they're saying click to purchase or submit my information to whoever it may be. So that's very, very important. Setting up your budgets. Of course, with more money, you're going to get more reach, whatever it may be. But again, we don't want to actually waste your ad spend. So all of these other factors contribute into making sure that you're reaching the right people with the right message. So again, if you're running a campaign, do you want to run a campaign with the same budget over 3 months, or do you want to throw all of your budget into 1 month and try and hit it hard? Again, all of these things can play a factor and something you very much must consider when you're setting up a digital campaign. And then I have these 2 bubbles right at the end. You're going to review your analytics, and of course you're going to execute on optimizations. Even though they are at the end, what's nice again with digital marketing is this is something that you should be doing constantly throughout your campaign. What is working, what is not working. And because the results are measurable, you can change and you can optimize throughout. Are people clicking on your ad? Are they engaging? Is this the right audience? Are people sending us the correct information, or are we getting dud leads? Whatever it may be, you've got to be shifting towards the market and changing where you're going to be getting the best results throughout your actual campaign. So the call to action, again, very, very important. Do we want information? Do we want brand exposure? Do we want people to go to your website? All of these things you've got to set up correctly, but ensuring that the right people see the right message at the right time. And now important here, guys, I say the right time because we are up against some big giants. So I'm sure pretty much most of you in the audience, and some of you on the phones or watching this online, all of you have bought something from Temu, Superbalist, or Shein, or you've at least seen the ads. So I always joke around, if you were to Google air fryer, or even if you just mention air fryer to somebody on WhatsApp, you're going to start seeing that those ads for air fryers are going to start continuously happening on all your social medias. So that is the smart algorithms in the background, and yes, some of you might consider them to be intrusive, but it's almost good in a way in the sense that we're not getting a lot of content that is not applicable shown to us on our social media. So I myself, I don't have any kids, so I'm not being bombarded with baby stuff, but I am an avid runner, so I cannot tell you within the last week or so how many types of different shoes have been marketed to me for running because I have a marathon coming up. So it's important to be relevant and make sure that you're getting the right content out there. And again, the smart algorithms keep working and keep channeling to try and get the best information to the right audience. But if you're having a look at Temu, I know Greg just touched on it as well, they're looking at just an average of $5 billion of ad spend just on those 3 organizations itself. So I want to bring it back to, if you're looking at your phone and you've got Facebook and Instagram, screen time is screen time. So if there is a whole bunch of organizations who are spending money to advertise on these platforms, you don't want to be competing for them of where they're advertising. So these guys, a lot of them are retail. So yeah, you got to consider that when you're setting up your social media digital ads, but try not to be competing with them. And the best way to go about doing that and to have better, more refined targeting is first-party data. Now, what is that? So, for example, if you are looking at selling a residential property and you've been in the property business for a while, you're a broker, you know you've got a set of buyers who would be interested or investors in purchasing this. You can actually plug in some of their information into the back end of your campaigns so that Meta can bounce off their profile to find more people who have a similar digital lookalike experience online for that. So again, first-party data, where can you get that from? If you've got a website and you've got a lot of people frequenting your website, you can put what's called a tracking pixel on that website of where we can then re-advertise to all of those individuals who are actually on that website and engaging. So all of those kind of things really play an important part. But I mean, those stats, if you have a look at it, that 50% higher conversion rates, so that's somebody who's given you the information or they've made a sale by using first-party data, and a 10 times higher click-through rate. So that first-party data is so important, folks. I cannot stress it more, and that's exciting of where Flow Living is really coming into this space and making waves, but we'll get to that in just a second. So I need to get a little bit technical here. I cannot stand up here and say, oh, it's so easy to launch a digital campaign. Everybody can do it, because it is challenging. So when you get to this stage of now you've set up your Facebook business page, so dissimilarly to that of your own personal page, you have to have a business page. You can start going into the back end of looking at Business Manager, then going into Ads Manager and start setting up a campaign. Now, this is where a lot of businesses and organizations need to get agencies involved because it is complex. Greg very nicely called me an expert in this space, but I'll be honest and humble, guys, I am far from an expert. At Flow Living, we do have a number of campaign managers that are not client-facing at all. We keep them behind locked doors because they are there literally trying to figure out what is the best place to market whatever campaigns are running. And a lot of that, if you have a look at the right-hand side, comes down to the interest in behaviors that you set up on the back end of a campaign. So those algorithms, of course, you can market to a specific location. So very nice in South Africa, we are allowed to market geographically to a 1 kilometer square radius, which is fantastic. Okay? So say, for example, you've got a 10 million rand property that's in Hyde Park. Where do we want to market those individuals? You want to be looking at Hyde Park, Bryanston, Sandton. In the United States and in Europe, their minimum geographical area that they can market to is 10 miles. So why is that important? So if you've got, again, a 10 million rand property that you want to market and you put a pin down in the middle of Sandton, you don't have an option. You're also showing that 10 million rand property to people in Cosmo City and Alexander. So we're very fortunate in a sense that we can refine it, and that's obviously due to POPI regulations of what we're allowed to do in South Africa, but from a location standpoint, we're winning here in South Africa. It's much more difficult abroad. you've got your age and you've got your gender, your demographics, obviously very much dependent on what you're selling and what you're trying to provide. You want to try and target specific demographics. And then you've got your custom audiences, that's your first-party data. But then, of course, those meta algorithms of trying to find that online presence. What websites are people going to? Are they going to the Property 24's private properties, the auction house websites to try and find out what's happening? Those are the kind of people that you really want to target in that sense. And then, of course, languages. In South Africa, we've got a lot of languages, so if you can target people in their, their vernacular, if you want to call it that, very important, and it's very powerful to do that as well. So when you're setting up, let's maybe recap just the tips for running a successful campaign. You've got your geo-targeting. Where do you want to actually target? So various areas, you want to try and be more precise as you possibly can. Typically, you're allowed to target at a maximum of 20 kilometers squared. So try and put in those various different suburbs of where you think you're going to be finding your correct buyers. Your demographics, age and gender, I touched on that. And then, of course, your interests and behaviors. These algorithms of Meta, I'm convinced that they are some of the most powerful algorithms that we have, because just at a global scale, they're constantly learning and figuring out who's on their platforms, not just from what they're clicking on and what they're engaging and typing in, but even so much as going as how much time they have their product or their service on your screen. All of that is calculated and brought into these algorithms. And then, of course, you have your custom audiences, and that'll bring me to flow of some of the exciting things that we're doing at the moment. And then, of course, your analytics at the end. You've always got to be agile. You've got to be optimizing. So some of the terminology, the jargon that's in this world is an impression. So an impression is a set of eyes that sees your ad. So some people might see that as an ad view, but of course you might get somebody who will be seeing your ad more than once. Meta, regardless, you want to maybe try and be getting the same person seeing your ad at least 3 to 3.5 times to find that sweet spot before they actually do anything and engage. So an impression, that would be them seeing your ad 3 times. You've got to calculate your cost per impression, your cost per click, and of course, what is your conversion rate? Do you have people buying or submitting their information? But to come back to flow, just want to touch on this very quickly. We're doing something very, very exciting in the flow space. We started off of being a digital organization that helps you get your campaigns online seamlessly and easily, specifically in the property space. But now we've moved over into actually partnering with various different organizations who are sharing their customer audiences with us. And then essentially you are then able to tap into those audiences at a certain cost over a monthly or a 6-month period of time. So Woolworths, Howler, Snap and Save, just to mention a few. People on Hello Peter, if they're leaving a review, not necessarily writing a review, reading a review on any one of your products and services, we can then go and actually target those individuals who are reading those reviews. So hyper-targeting is so important, and this is something where we're very excited to be in this space. You don't want to be wasting your ad spend. We all know that the numbers are huge at the moment of what you're going up against in some of these big organizations. So launching a campaign and getting the right eyes in front of your product or your service with the right call to action is so, so important. So we're thrilled, guys. If you want any more information about this, or even if you just want to come chat to me after this, I'll be very, really happy to chat to you. But yeah, just from my side, you really want to go beyond your hyper-targeting, go digital with Flow, and I just wanted to reach out and say thanks to everybody from the High Street Auction team. I will be in the back. If you want any information, anything more, please reach out to me. We also have a fantastic website where there's a lot more information. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I think I'm going to open up to questions if you have any answers. Thanks, Greg.
Afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much, Stuart.
Pleasure.
Very articulate for an IT man. One thing that I have to comment on is that Stuart said he's not an expert, despite my comment to the contrary, which now worries me. What fees am I paying you if you're not an expert, Stuart? So we've got to renegotiate the contract. Are there any questions from the floor? We've got a microphone we can walk through quickly. If there are questions that you wish to pose rather off the floor to Stuart,
don't be shy.
On the side lines of this event, you're more than welcome to do so as well. Okay, Stuart, I think probably
people are ready to start. Yes,
I'll touch base with you afterwards. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Stuart.
Thanks very much,
our auctioneer to step up. Thank you, Steph.
Cheers.
Thanks, Stuart.
bit of £500 more. Once, twice, to the final call. Rolling. Righty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is auction time. My name is Steph Willifier, and it is time to present all the fantastic properties that we have on offer here this afternoon. This is the second live and virtual event for us here at the Bryanston Country Club. It is Thursday the 27th of March. As I mentioned, I'm the auctioneer for today, and this is the High Street Auction Company, with multiple properties from all across South Africa on the auction floor this afternoon. Bids are streaming in from multiple platforms. We are excited to present 20 properties on auction, just with the exception of 3 properties. Just a quick announcement. 3 properties has been postponed until the 24th of April. They are lot number 1, lot number 5, and lot number 11. They have been postponed to the 24th of April. If there is interested parties here this afternoon for those properties, the beautiful Cherise is at the back of the room. Just go chat to her quickly, but we have postponed those 3 lots. Bids will come in from the auction floor, from the telephone station on my right-hand side, your left-hand side, and then also via the online auction app, the High Street Auction platform. For all registered parties here this afternoon, by signing the bidder's registration form, the signatory acknowledges the following: that he has read, understood, and are bound by the auctioneer's terms and conditions of this auction, the rules of auction, and has complied with all FICA requirements as the registration process has been followed. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the rules and terms of this auction. As I said, auction time, we're jumping in straight into lot number 2. Lot number 2, we are traveling all the way to Struisbaai, the beautiful coastal town of Struisbaai. Lot number 2, Sean has taken us to Andrews Field, Chaba Chaba Nature Reserve in Struisbaai, the famous Cape Agulhas in the Western Cape. This is portion 14, 15, 16, and 17 of the farm Zulendal's View. Andrews Airfield, as it better is known. This is the Struisbaai airstrip and development sites. Ladies and gentlemen, we are presenting 4 different portions on auction. 4 different portions on auction, and I'll run them through. Known as the Andrews Field Airport and Private Nature Reserve, situated on the north side of Struisbaai, registered under the Cape Agulhas municipality. Access to the property is from the R319, and it's 3.5 kilometers private beach in excess of that in portion number 12. But as I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, we are offering them in 4 portions. The first portion that we will auction to you is portion number 17. Portion number 17 consists of the following: zoned agricultural with a deviation in the title deed for an airstrip allowance, plus minus 130 hectares with a registered small airport. Andrews Field Airport, the landing code FAAF, 1.5 kilometers paved runway with an on-site fuel depot. Portion 17 now falls within the Struisbaai urban edge. Portion 17 has also been earmarked for future residential development. So, once again, it falls now onto the new urban edge for future residential development. So a lot of opportunity in this incredible opportunity. Lot number 2, this is portion number 17 of lot number 2. The auction is going to start. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 2, portion number 17. Right, ladies and gentlemen, where we go? Struisbaai, here we come. Opening bid at 20 million. 20 million to start, a bit at 20 million now, a bit at 20 million to start. Opening bid at 20 million now. At 20 million now, plus minus 130 hectares. Incredible residential potential. Ladies and gentlemen, with the airstrip, take your plane and land in Struisbaai. At 20 million now, but at 20 million now, but at 20 million opening bid. At 20 million now, but at 20 million now, but at 20 million opening bid. At 20 million now. At 20 million now, but at 20 million now, but at 20 million bid. Struisbaai, here we go. 20 million bid. At 20 million now, but at 20 million. Going once. At 20 million. Opening bid is at 20 million. We have the bidding on the phone. At opening bid at 20 million now. At 20 million now, but at 20 million now, but at 20 million now. 21 will take. At 21 now, but at 20 now. Opening bid at 20 million bid. At 20 million bid. Going once. At 20 million in the opening bid. 20 million in, but at 20 million now, but at 20 million asking for 21 million now. At 21 million to bid. At 21 now, but at 21 now. Second call. At 20 million. At 20 million now, but at 20 million. Third and final call. Lot number 2. Opening bid at 20 million. Going once. 20 million going twice. Are we all done? 20 million rand. Sold at 20 million rand. Right, as you've seen, ladies and gentlemen, interest was shown in portion number 17, portion number 16, 15, and 14 has shown not interest at this point of time, so we'll move those three portions to Sean with a private treaty attached to that. Moving now to the exciting lot number 3. What a great campaign. It is in Bryanston, a well-maintained educational facility. Zama, well done on this campaign. Improvements of plus minus 600 square meters. This well-maintained property in the heart of Bryanston has been expertly converted into a fully operational school, offering an exceptional investment opportunity with a new 3-year lease will be signed on transfer. Also, just only a 5% escalation and an impressive gross annual income of plus minus 1.2 million rand. The property features 12 spacious classrooms, 218 learners potentially, 6 bathrooms, expansive playgrounds and gardens, which is important for every school, and a well-maintained and fully functional area to have this fantastic facility. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a lot number 3. We are in Bryanston and we got the well-maintained educational facility on the auction floor now. Ladies and gentlemen, where would it go? Where would it start? Opening bid already starts. 2.5 million a bid. At 2.5, bit of 2.5 million, opening bid at 2.5, asking for 3 million now. At 3 million now, bit of 3 million now, bit of 3 million bid. At 3 million now, bit of 3 million and 2.5 is in. At 2.5, bit of 3 million bid. At 3 million now, bit of 3 million now, bit of 3 million. Yes. At 3 million now, bit of 3 million, asking for 3.25. At 3.25 now, bit of 3.25 now, 3,250,000. At 3,250,000 now, to 3 million stands. At 3,250,000. At 3,200,000, bit of 3,250,000 now. At 3,200,000. Yes, you heard. At 3,250,000. At 3,250,000 now, bit of 3,250,000. At 3,250,000 is in, asking for 3.5 million now. At 3.5, bit of 3.5, bit of 3.5. 3.3. Oh my soul, it's going to be a long day. I don't mind. It's a beautiful day here in Bryanston. 3.3. At 3.3 million now, but it is 3.3, asking for 3.4 million bid. At 3.4, but 100,000 more. At 3. So if you're waving, you're going to buy a school in Bryanston. 3.4. At 3.4 million now, got a 3.3 bid now. At 3.3 million. First call. At 3.3, but 3.3, but 3.3 million now. Second call. 3.3 million now. Greg Harvey 3.4. At 3.4 million now, but 3.4, but 3.4. Hammer's Eye 3.4, thank you. At 3.4 is he now 3.5, sir. At 3, you started 100,000. At 3.5 now, but 3.5, but 3.5 million a bid. 3.5. 3.4 is on the phone. At 3,400,000. At 3,400,000 now, but 3.4, but 3.4. This is lot number 3 in Bryanston. 3.4 I have, 3.5 now. At 3.5, but 3.5. Yes, at 3.5, but 3.5, but 3.5. Asking for 3.6 million now. At 3.6 now, but 3.6 now, but 3.6. Up to you, sir. At 3.6 now, but 3.6 now, but 3.6 bid. 3.4, but 3.4 going once. 3,400,000. Going twice. Third and final call. On the phone. 3,400,000 rand. Sold at 3,400,000 rand. Congratulations. Keep it going. Lot number 4. Lot number 4, Harry. A prime and luxurious vacant land in the port of Zimbali. Port of Zimbali, 33 Horsewood Drive, Port Zimbali. This is earth size of 1,416 square meters, a site improvement of 1,300 squares. Vacant land, ladies and gentlemen, that's experienced the pinnacle of luxury living. Create your ideal residence. Ideally location in the exclusive Zimbali estate. Ample size. As we mentioned, enjoy beautiful sea views from the first floor. The estate amenities is a championship golf course, several communal pools, clubhouse for gatherings, hiking trails, and 24 hours security. That is lot number 4. Where we go? Lot number 4. We in Zimbali estate. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 4. Opening bid stands. 3 million now. At 3 million now. Bit of 3 million. Bit of 3. Yes, thank you there. 3 million bit. Yes, sir. 3 million. Bit of 3 and a quarter. At 3 and a quarter now. Bit of 3 and a quarter. 3.1. 3.1 now. Bit of 3.1. Bit of 3.2. 3.2 million now. At 3.2. Bit of 3.2 million now. Bit of 3.2 million bit. 3.2. 3.3. Asking for 3.4. At 3.4 million now. At 3.4. Bit of 3.4 million now. 100,000 rand more. Bit of 3.5. At a bit of 3.5. Bit of 3,500,000. 3 million 5. Bit of 3 million 5. Bit of 3 million 5. 3.4 is in. 3.4 million now. 3.5. 3.5. Bit of 3.5. 3.5. 3 million 500,000. Thank you. At 3 million 5. Bit of 3 million 5. 3.6 now. 600,000 now. 100,000. 600,000. Thank you. 3.7. 3,700,000. 3,700,000. 3.7. 3.8. 3.8 million now. At 3.8 now, bit of 3.8 million, bit of 3.8 million bid. 3.7 still stands. Asking for 3.8 million now. Zimbali estate. Huge property. 3.8. At 3.8 million now, 3.7 million. First call. 3.7. 3.8 is back. 3.8 million now, 3.9. 3 million 900, bit of 3 million 9, bit of 3 million 9. 3 million 900,000. 3 million 900. Don't think about it. It's only money, sir. 3 million 900,000. 3.9. 3.9 is it at 3.9. 3.9 asking for 4 million bid. Hey, but a bit of 4 now, but a bit of 4, but a bit of 4 million bid. 3.9, but a bit of 4 million. 3.9, but a bit of 3.9. First call, 3,900,000. Second call, 3 million, 4 million. 4 million, 4 million, a bit of 4 million, a bit of 4 million now. 4.1, 4 million 100,000. 4 million 1, but a bit of 4.1, but a bit of 4.1. Done. 4 million in. 4 million now, but a bit of 4 million going once. 4 million now, but a bit of 4 million. Second call. Are we all done? 4 million rand. Sold at 4 million rand. Right, as we mentioned, lot number 5 has been postponed until the 24th of April. Speak to Cherise if you need any information. Lot number 6 is in Linden, 52 11th Street in Linden. This is the earth size of 1,096 squares, residential zone 1. Once again, Zama, established school investment opportunity. And Greg will walk in front of the camera. Thank you, Mr. Dart. Improvement of plus minus 400 squares. The site is a well-maintained property in the heart of Linden, as expert converted into a fully operational school, offering an exceptional investment opportunity with a new, once again, 3-year lease on signed of the transfer and a 5% escalation on the impressive gross annual income of plus minus 500,000 rand. This property features the following: 4 spacious classrooms, 138 learners, 5 bathrooms, an expansive playground and gardens. A lot of interest shown. Great campaign by Zama. Lot number 6. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some fun. 2 million opening bid. Have a bit of 2 now, but a bit of 2 now, but a bit of 2 million bid. 2 million, but a bit of 2 million now, but a bit of 2.1. Have a bit of 2.1 now, but a bit of 2.1. Greg is on the phone, a bit of 2.1. Are we on the phone on this one? Not on the phone. They're on the floor. At 2.1 now, but a bit of 2.2. Have a bit of 2,200,000. 2 million 2, but a bit of 2 million 2, but a bit of 2 million 2. 2 million 2, asking for 2.3. If a bit of 2 to 3, but a bit of 2,300,000. 2.2 stands. 2,200,000. At 2 million 2, but a bit of 2 million 2, but a 2 million 2. 2,200,000. 2 million 3. 2.3. 2,300,000 now, but a 2.3. 2 million 3, but a 2 million 3 going once. Yes, 2 million 3. 2 million 4. 2,400,000, but a 400,000 now, but a bit of 400,000 bid. 2.4. But is it 2.3? Asking for 2,400,000. At 2,400,000, but a bit of 2,400,000, but a bit of 2,400,000. Going once. 2,300,000. 2.4. Have it at 2.4 is in, but a bit of 2.4 now. 2.4, but a bit of 2.4, thank you. Asking for 2.5. Give it a bit of 2,500,000. 2.4. 2.5. No, sir, I'm not taking 10,000 rand. 2.4 is in. 2.4, but a bit of 2.4 going once. In or out. 2.4 million, but a 2.4 million going twice. Are we all done? 2,400,000 rand. Sold at 2,400,000. Right, we are traveling to my favorite place in South Africa, Hermanus, on Rust River. It's the Hemelenade, the brewery and grill, 5 Village Lane in Hemelenade Estate in Hermanus. This is lot number 7. A great campaign, a lot of interest shown, but also a lot of interest shown in the business. You heard us right, there's a restaurant and the Hermanus Brewery is incorporated in the sale. A lot more due diligence was needed for the people interested in the business itself. We are selling the property with the business. We are going to move this to private treaty. There was a lot of interest shown in the business side of things, so please speak to Sean van Jaarsveld. He will guide you through all the business aspects of this incredible property, lot number 7. So speak to Sean. If you want to own a fantastic brewery in Hermanus, drink beer all day long looking at the ocean, speak to Sean van Jaarsveld. Thank you, Sean. Lot number 8, our first and our only liquidation for this auction campaign today. Lot number 8, the prime office located on the M1 in Johannesburg. Number 17A, Scott Street, Waverley. Waverley Park, earth size of 4,000, excess of 4,000 square meters. General built area of plus minus 5,188 squares. This property consists of 2 blocks, a block A and a block B. Block A consists of 3-story office building, 2 ground level basement parking garages, and direct access to own basement parking garage. Block B consists of the following: also a 3-story office building, 2 ground level basement parking, and internal fixtures and fittings of Block A is still all intact. Waverley is a residential suburb located in the northern part of Johannesburg, known as its blend of calm and modern living. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our liquidation property, lot number 8. Lot number 8, we have an opening bid. We have an opening bid at 8 million. 8 million opening bid, 8 million now, but about 8 million bid. 8 million opening bid, asking for 9 million now. Here, but 9 now, but 9 now, but 9 million a bid. At 9 now, but 9. Opening bid is 8 million now. Here, but 8 million now, but 8 million now, but 8 million now. Asking for 8 million opening bid. At 8 million now, but 8 million now, but 8 million bid. Here, but 8 million now, 8 million now, but 8 million now. I'll take 8.5. Here, but 8.5 million now, but 8.5 now, but 8 million now. 8.5. Here, but 8.5. Where's the bid? 8.5 in the back of the room. Thank you, sir. 8.5 is in, asking for 9 million now. Here, but 9 now, but 9 now, but 9 now, but 9. Here, but 9 now, got 8.5 million opening bid. 8.5 is the bid is in at 8.5 million now, asking for 9 million now. Here, but 9 now, but 9 now, but 9 million bid. 8.5 is in. 8,750, yeah, but 8,750 now, but 8,750, 8,750 or 9 million now. You can choose a bit of 9 now, but 9 now, but 9 million now. A bit of 9 now, but 9 now, but 8,750 now. A bit of 8,750 now, but 8,750 now, going once. 8,750, 9 million in the back of the room. 9 million is in, but about 9 and a quarter. Here, but 9 and a quarter, about 9,250,000. At 9,250,000. 9 million 2, but 9,250,000. At 9,250,000 now, but 9.2, but 9.250. 9.2250 or 9.5. Here, but 9.5 now, but 9.5 now, but 9.5. 9,250 now, but 9,250. First call, 9,250,000. Second call, 9 million to 9.5. 9.5, thank you, sir. 9.5 is in. 9,500,000. 9,500,000 now, but 9,750,000. At 9,750,000. At 9,750,000 now. Bid stands at 9.5 million. Back of the room. At 9.5 now, but 9.5 now, but 9.5 million. First call, 9.5 million. Second call, 9,750,000. At 9,750,000. 9.5 still stands. Second call, 9.5 million. Third and final call, back of the room, 9,500,000. Third and final call, 9.5 million rand. You bought it, sold 9.5 million rand. Congratulations. Right, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me for a campaign that Sean has run in Bantry Bay. This is our Bantry Bay property, lot number 9. This is section 2 of the SS Bantry Bay 502. It is number 64 Devet Road. So if you're thinking of moving down to the gorgeous Bantry Bay, Devet Road is the place to be, ladies and gentlemen. This is a unit size of plus minus 141 squares, zoning a single residential 1. The Devet Road Bantry Bay residence with an expansion bulk. So please listen closely to the following campaign, which is lot number 9. Right, total floor size, a freestanding home at 141 square meters across 3 levels. 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, open plan lounge and kitchen, mezzanine level, currently used as a loft bedroom. Private pool and balcony, double garages, exclusive use of the beautiful garden, an expansion and redevelopment potential. It will be sold with vacant occupation, and it will be sold without of the furniture, any other furniture. Please note the following. The Mother Earth of 522 square meters. The body corporate, Section 1 and Section 2 owners, bought earth number 963, measuring 104 squares from the council. It has been paid for. It has been transferred in lots, registered and consolidated into Mother Earth 502. Only the title deeds to be updated. This will be done prior to transfer. This means, in another fact, ladies and gentlemen, a new Mother Earth size now of 656 square meters. Thank you, Sean. Because of the over the 650 square meter maximum allowable bulk on the Mother Earth split between 2 sections to owners, and 1,500 square meters, or split equally between the 750 max built per section. So it is very important, ladies and gentlemen, that is the expansion bulk that is extra. You can hear the buzz on the floor. You can see the telephone lining up. This is an exclusive Bantry Bay property being sold by the High Street Auction Company. This is lot number 9. Lot number 9. We are taking a bid. Ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a bid. Opening bid, 10 million now. Have a bit of 10 million. Yes, you heard right. The Vet Road, 10 million now. At 10 million now. Bit of 10 million. Bit of 10 is in. 10 million is in. Thank you. 10 million. A bit of 10 million. 11 million now. Have a bit of 11 million now. A bit of 11 million now. 11 on the phone. Sharita got you 11 now. Asking for 12 million bid. Have a bit of 12 now. A bit of 12 now. A bit of 12 million bid. 11 is in. Asking for 12 million now. Have a bit of 12 now. A bit of 12 now. A bit of 12. 12 we have. Bid is in at 12 million. 12 money is in, asking for 13 million now. At 13, a bit of 13 million now, a bit of 13 million now. 12 million stands, asking for 13 million. Bantry Bay, Devet Road, 13 million bid. At 13 now, a bit of 13 now, a bit of 13. 13 million is in, asking for 14 million. At 14 million now, a bit of 14 million now, a bit of 14 million bid. 13 million stands, asking for 14 million. A bit of 14, a bit of 14, a bit of 14 million bid. 13 million now. Ladies and gentlemen, Devet Road, Bantry Bay, 14 million, thank you. 14 million now, but expansion bulk. 14 million, you know about that. 14, thank you. Asking for 15 million. At 15 now, but a bit of 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million, but 14 million stands. Asking for 15 million. At 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now. 14 million. First call at 14 now, but a bit of 14 now. Business side of things, asking for 15 million now. 15 million. At 15 million now, but a bit of 13 million now. 14 million stands. Second call, 14 million. Asking for 15 million. At 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now. 15 million. Greg, first and 15 million. 15 million is in, asking for 16 million now. Don't wait until the end, ladies and gents. Put in your bid now. 15 million is in, and I'm selling 15 million now, but a bit of 15, asking for 16 million now. You better bit of 16, but a bit of 16, but a bit of 16 million, but 15 million is in. 15 million. Once at 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now. At 15 million is in, asking for 16 million. At 16 million now, but a bit of 16 million now, but a bit of 16 million. That's the first call. Greg on the phone. 15 million. Going once. At 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now. Asking for 16 million now. At 16 million now, but a bit of 16 million now. 15 million going once. 15 million now, but a bit of 15 and a half. At 15 and a half now, new blood at 15 and a half. 15 and a half now, but a bit of 15 and a half. 15,500,000. At 15 million 5, but a bit of 15 million 5, but a bit of 15 million 5. 15 million 5, but a bit of 15 million 5. First call, 15 million. Second call, at 15 million now. At 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now, but a bit of 15 million now. Third and final call, ladies and gentlemen. Hammerzai, 15 million now. Going once, going twice. At 15 million rand. Sold Greg, 15 million rand. Congratulations. Right, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 10. Roxy, that was a nice vibe, eh? You feel it? Nice vibe. Well done, guys. Well done to Sean for a great campaign. Lot number 10. Zama, house converted into a thriving school. Once again, this is the Buchle. How do you pronounce it? Buclu? Close enough, eh? Buchle? Oh, that's pretty good from my side. Buchle. Everybody's like, where is that? This is number 8, Twain Avenue. Zoning residential 1. Improvements of plus minus 500 square meters. The well-maintained property in the heart of Buchle. Buclu. Oh, everybody's going to pronounce it differently today, aren't they? Buclu, from now on, has been expertly converted into fully operational school once again, offering an exceptional investment opportunity with a new 3-year lease on transfer. Same story, but this property features 5 spacious classrooms for 120 learners, 5 bathrooms, expansive playground, well-maintained and fully functional, prime location in Buchle. Happy with that? All right, that was five pronunciations. But you know where we are. Great campaign at lot number 10. Right, ladies and gentlemen, opening bid at 3 million. At 3 million now, but over 3 million now, but over 3 million now. That is lot number 10. After all of that, at 3 million now, but opening bid at 3, but over 3, but over 3. Opening bid at 3. I'm requesting over 3 million now, but over 3 million now. Open and close at 3. No interest. I'm going to open and close at 3 million now. At 3 million now, but over 3 million now. Open and close at 3. Right, we'll move it along. Lot number 11. It's been postponed. We're moving straight into lot number 12. And good afternoon to Mr. Gift, our gifted auctioneer. Lot number 12 is number 38, Michael Road in Shorncliffe. Better? It is ideal workplace and office and workspace. It's 1,500 squares of Moroccan-style offices. Look at that beautiful photographs. And 500 square meters of workshop, landscape gardens, abundance of parking in an upmarket area. The key arterial routes close by, ladies and gentlemen, is the R29, the main road, and the N14. So what incredible lot number 12. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Opening bid. I can see already a bid coming through. Opening bid at 4 million. At 4 million now, but about 4 million now. This is lot number 12. At 4 million now, but about 4 million now. Yes, 4 million now. 4 million now, but about 4 million we have. 4 million now, but 4 1/4. At 4 million 250. At 4 million 2, but about 4 million 250. 4 million stands. At 4 million now, but 4 million 250. At 4 million 250, now 4.5. At 4.5, but about 4.5, but about 4.5. 4 million 500,000. At 4 million 5, but about 4 million 5, but about 4 million 5. 4,750. At 4 million 750, thank you. 4.6. Apologies, bid correction, 4.6 million. 4.6 million now, 4.7. At 4.7 million now, but about 4.7, 4.7 million bid. At 4.7, 4.6 we have, 4.7 million now. 4.7 now, but about 4.7, 4.8. 4.8 million now, 4.9. 5 million. Great bid at 5, but a bit of a 5, but a bit of 5 million bid. 5 million now, but a bit of 5 million is in. 5 million is in, but a bit of 5, 5.1. A bit of 5.1 now, but a bit of 5.1 now, but a bit of 5.1 to go. 5 million is in. Great jump. 5 million now, but a bit of 5 million now going once. Going top, 5.1. 5.1 is back, 5.2, sir. Have a bit of 5.2, but a bit of 5.2, but a bit of 5.2 now. 5.1 stands. 5,100,000. At 5.1 now, but a bit of 5.1, but a bit of 5,100,000. 5,100,000. First call, 5,100,000. Second call, 5,100,000. Third and final call, that is in 5,100,000 rand. Solid 5,100,000. Right, lot number 13. Zama. Zama, you've done well today. That's why you're so beautifully dressed today. Camera can zoom in. Residential properties, please not on me. Residential properties with schoolies. This is in Petervale, number 33 France Hulse Road in Petervale. Earth size, huge, 3,474 squares. zoning residential 1, but well-maintained property in the heart of Petersville with conversion into a fully operational school once again. Same as previous lots, ladies and gentlemen, a 3-year lease, a new 3-year lease will be signed on the transfer with only a 5% escalation. Impressive annual income of plus minus 600,000 Rand. This property features 6 spacious classrooms, 119 learners, 4 bathrooms, playground, and a well-maintained, fully functional, and that is lot number 13. Right, already we have interest is shown. Here we go. 2 million opening bid. Yep. 2 million now, but a bit of 2 million bid. At 2 million now, but a bit of 2 million is in. 2 million now, but a bit of 2 million now, but a bit of 2 and a quarter. At 2 and a quarter now, but a bit of 2 and a quarter now, but a bit of 2 million 250. At 2 million 2, but a bit of 2 million 250. At 2 million 2, but a bit of 2 million 250 now. At 2 million 250, asking for 2.5. Here, but a bit of 2.5 now, but a bit of 2 million 500,000. At 2 million 5, but a 2 million 5, but a bit of 2 million 5. 2,250,000 at 2,250,000 now, but about 2,250,000. First call ready, 2,250,000. Asking for 2.5. Here, but a bit of 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5 million bid. At 2.5 now, but a bit of 2.5. At 2.5, but a bit of 2.5. Second call, 2.5. At 2,250,000 now, 2.5 is in now, 2,750. 2,750,000. At 2,750,000 now. At 2.5, at a bit of 2,500,000. 500,000 is in a bit of 750 now. At 750 more. At 750 now, but a bit of 750 now. 2.5 is in. 2,500,000. 2,500,000 at a bit of 2,500,000 at a 2,500,000. Great gross annual income of plus minus 600,000 now. 2.5. First call, 2,500,000. Second call, 2,500,000. I hear 2.6. At 2.6 now, yes or no? At 2.6 now, but a bit of 2.6 now, but a bit of 2.6. Hammer reside, the third call. I have 2.5, 2.6, Greg. At 2.6 now, but a bit of 2.6 now, but a bit of 2.6. I don't mind working. Mr. Milton is paying me well. At 2.6 now, but a bit of 2.6 going once. At 2,500,000. Going twice. 2,500,000. Third and final call, 2,500,000 Rand. Congratulations. Sold at 2,500,000. Okay, sounds like we're going back to the 80s. Right, lot number 14, Greer, 12 Sparrow Street, Clearwater Estate in Parkhaven Extension 8. There was interest shown, but at the last minute withdrawn. So we are opening and closing this property at a 10 million mark. Please speak to Greer at any time if you need more information about this incredible prominent stand in Atlas Road Corridor. So open and close this lot number 14 at 10 million Rand. Moving to lot number 15, a residential development opportunity. It is the old Edcon building. This is the new center, number 12 Lorp Street, new center. Niels, where's Niels? Niels dressed to the T. Unfortunately, he's a Lion supporter, but dressed to the T. It is I'm going to get in trouble for that. Site improvements of plus minus 27,450 square meters with a land extent only of 5,500. There's a zoned residential 3. This residential development opportunity is got a landmark building of 8 stories. A GLA, as I mentioned, of 27,500 squares. Zoning residential 3, permission for 490 units. Zoning potential is 15 stories, so an extra 7 stories possibility. There's 185 under roof parkings. We mentioned in our investor pack 3 elevators. With the endurance of Niels, he found 2 more elevators. There's now 5 elevators. Fantastic. What a commitment. A sprinkler system with reservoir, access control, and neat finishes. Centrally located, close to a lot of amenities. Ladies and gentlemen, that is lot number 15. Lot number 15, here we go, at a bit of a start. What an incredible offer to go. 25 million opening bid. At 25, at a bit of 25, at a bit of 25 million now. At 25, at a bit of 25, at a bit of 25 million bid. Opening bid, a bit of 25. Opening bid at 25 million now, but a bit of 25, at a bit of 25 million opening bid. At 25 now, but a bit of 25 now, but a bit of 25 million bid. At 25 is in. 25 now, but a bit of 25. Is the opening bid at 25? 25 million now, but a bit of 25 now. 25 million opening bid. I'm going to open and close at 25 million now. Opening bid at 25. Here the opening bid at 25, but a bit of 25 now, but a bit of 25. Any offers on the floor? Opening bid at 25 million. I'm going to open and close. 25 million. First, second, third. 25 million. Open and close at 25 million. Right, number 16. Prime Car Showroom Property. Prime Showroom Property in Pretoria. This is number 355 Paul Kruger Street in Capital Park, Pretoria. Earth size of 1,475. Site improvement of plus minus 1,300. Zoning is commercial. It's a drive-through access for easy vehicle movement, ample parking space, and sales area of plus minus 65 cars. Huge. Superior lighting comes with on-site car photographs. This is incredible property, close to Wonderboom and Pretoria North. This is our Capital Park, Pretoria property, lot number 16. Here we go, a bit of starting now, a bit of go. 2 million opening bid. At 2 now, a bit of 2 now, as low as 2 million opening bid. 2, we have a bit of 2, thank you now. 2 million, have a bit of 2 million now, 2.1. Here, a bit of 2 million, 100,000 now, a bit of 2.1 now, a bit of 2.1. Harry, a bit of 2.1 now, a bit of 2.1. 2.2, how about a 2,200,000? At 2.2 now, but about a 2 million now, 2,200,000 now. At 2.2 now, but about a 2.2 now, but about a 2,200,000. Asking for 2.3. How about a 2.3 now, but about a 2.3. 2.2 is about a 2.2 million now. That's 2,200,000. At 2,200,000 now, but about 2,200,000. 2,200,000 now, but 2,200,000. First call, asking for 2.3 at 2,300,000. Harry, but a bit of 2.3 now, but a bit of 2.3 now, but a bit of 2.3. Second call, 2,200,000 at 2,200,000, but a bit of 2,200,000, but a bit of 2,200,000 now. Hammerside, 2.3 million now. Here, but a 2.3 is 100,000 more. 2.3, but a bit of 2.3, but a 2.3. 2.2 million going once. 2.2 million going twice now. Third and final call, 2.2 million rand. Great buys. Sold 2.2 million rand. Right. Traveling to the home of the Cheetahs, Bloemfontein. Tamsin is brought us 15 Hartley Street in Hamilton, Bloemfontein. Huge earth size of 16,141 square meters. They buy and they go. Site improvements of 9,660. Zoning industrial 1. Industrial investment property in Bloemfontein. As I said, projected gross annual income of plus minus 3.8 million rand. 51% occupied. Potential for optimizing the facility with current leases to unlock more and more potential value. All units have a 6-meter high ceiling and 4-meter roller shutter door access, including the office component. This is lot number 17. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go to Bloemfontein. Opening bid, here we go. Opening bid to start. Huge property, huge facility. 10 million now. Here, but a bit of 10 now, but a bit of 10 million now, but a bit of 10 million bid. At 10 million now, but a bit of 10 million now. Check the online bid for me at 10 million now. At 10 we have, but a bit of 10 now, but a 10. 10 million, thank you, but a bit of 10 and a half. 10.5. Here, but a bit of 10 and a half million now. 10,500,000. 10,500,000, but a bit of 10,500,000, but a bit of 10,500,000. 10,500,000 is in. 10,500,000 is in, but a 10.5. 10.5 is in, but a bit of 10.5. 11 million now. Here, 11 million now, but a Bloemfontein, 11 million now. Huge facility. At 11 million now, but 11 million now, but 11 million now. 10.5. At a 10.5 now, but a 10.5. Asking for 11 million now. Here, but 11 million now, but 11 million now, but 11 million now. 10.5 is the bid. At 10,500,000. 10 million 5, but over 10 million 5, but over 10 million 5. 11 million bid. Had 11 million now, but 11 and a half. Had 11.5 million now, but 11 and a half, but 11 and a half. Needing 11.5 million now. Had 11.5, but 11.5. 11 million is in. Asking for 11.5. Had 11.5, but 11.5, but 11.5 million now. 11 and a quarter. 11 and a quarter I'll take. 11 and a half. 11.5 million now, but 11.5. 11,750,000. Had 11,750,000. Had 11,750,000 now, but 11,750,000. Had 11,750,000. 11.5 is in. 11,750,000. That's 750,000 now, but 750 now. 750, 11.5. First call. 11.5. 11,750. Hey, 11,750 now. 11,750,000. Asking for 12, but a bit of 12, but a bit of 12 million bid. Here, a bit of 12 now, 11,750,000. Hey, 11,750,000 is the call. Bloemfontein, here we go. Hey, 11,750,000. Second call. Asking for 12 million now. Here, a bit of 12 now, but a bit of 12 now, but a bit of 12 million bid. Raising the hammer. Third call now, 11,750,000. Going once. 11,750,000. Going twice. 12 million. Here we go. 12 million is back. 12 and a quarter. At 12 and a quarter now, but at 12,250,000. At 12,250,000 now, but at 12,250,000. At 12,200,000, but at 12,200,000. 12,100,000. 12,100,000, I'll take it. 12 million, 12.1. Hey, but at 12.1 now, but at 12.1 now. 12,100,000. We have the bid at 12,100,000. Thank you. At 12,100,000. At 12.1, but at 12.1 now, but at 12.1 now. Asking for 12,200,000. At 12,200,000. At 12,200,000 now, but at 12.1. At 12.1 now, but at 12.1. Seems like that's going to close it. 100,000 more. 12.2. At 12.2 now, but at 12.2, it looks like they are. 12.1, but at 12.1. First call, 12,100,000. You can smile. 12,100,000. Second call. Third and final call. 12,100,000 rand. Sold at 12,100,000. Right, lot number 18 on that beat. We're going to city and suburban. This is the residential conversion opportunity, easy conversion opportunity for a student accommodation or residential letting. Harry, site improvement of 1,511 squares, stand size of 594 squares, basement parking with access to McKelly Street, close to the Joburg CBD and Jeppiestown, Doringfontein and Benrose, Denver. This is it's got new built-in cupboards and comprises of bedrooms, living room, kitchen and bathroom units with new cupboards. That is lot number 18. Lot number 18. With all that said, Harry is moving this to private treaty with all the interest show. We will move this to a private treaty. Lot number 19. Lot number 19. Tim, you've waited long enough for this. There we go, Tim. You can smile now and you can relax. This is lot number 19, Tim. It's brought us Randfontein, the SASSA head office building, number 34 Pollock Street and 35 Stubbs Street in Randfontein, size of 2,569, and a site improvement of plus minus 610. This is a long-standing government tenanted building. Improvements have done. Freestanding commercial building in Randfontein CBD. Access control. Property consists of multiple offices, a reception area, lots of boardroom facilities, secure building with alarm system and CCTV, armed response, and a guardhouse as well. A gross annual income of plus minus 1 million rand. What a great opportunity. There's lot number 19, Tim. Let's break the bank. Here we go. Any offer to go. Any offer to go, but it's starting in bid at 2 million now. Opening bid at 2, bid at 2, bid at 2. Yes, 2 million, thank you. 2 million is in, bid at 2 million now. 2.1. 2.1 on the floor. Yes, thank you, sir. 2.1 is in now. 2.2 at 2,200,000. 2,200,000 now, but at 2.2. 2.2, 2.3 million, sir. At 2,300,000 now. At 2.3 now, but at 2.3. 2.2 is in. At 2.2 now, but at 2.2 now, but at 2.2 is in. Asking for 2.3, sir. At 2.3 now. Davy, I'm checking the gym. 2.3, sir. At 2.3 if you want. He's back at 2.3, thank you. At 2.3 million now, but at 2.4. At 2,400,000. At 2,400,000 now, but action is on the floor. 2,400,000, but at 2,400,000, but at 2,400,000. At 2,400,000. At 2,400,000 now, but at 2.4 now, but at 2.4. 2,300,000 is on the floor. At 2,300,000. First score. 2,400,000. 2,500,000. 2,500,000 is back. 2.6. At 2,600,000 now. At 2,600,000 now, but a bit of 2.6 now, but a bit of 2.6 million, sir. At 100,000 more. Dovey will borrow you the money, sir. Yes, you will. No, you won't. Okay, then he won't. At 2,500,000. At 2,500,000, at 2.6 now, but a bit of 2.6 now. At 2.6 now, but a bit of 2,600,000. First score. 2.7. 2.7 is back. 2,700,000. At 2.7 now, but at 2,700,000. Asking for 2.8 now. At 2,800,000. 2,800,000 but at 2,800,000. 2.7 million is in. 2.7 now, but at 2.7. First call. 2.8. 2.8 now, but at 2.8. Second call. 2.9. 2.9 is back now. 3 million, sir. At 3 million, and don't shake your head like that. 3 million now, but at 3 million now, but at 3 million now. 2.9 is strong. 2,900,000. At 2.9 now, but at 2.9. 3 million we ask. At 3 million now, but at 3 million now, but at 3 million now. That's the final call now. At 3 million now, but over 3 million now. First call, 3.1. He's not letting go. 3.1 million is in. You got to prove it, sir. 3.1 is in. 3.2 million now. At 3.2 now, but over 3.2 million now. He says no. 3.1 million stands. Your bid is in at 3.1. Going once. 3.2 million now, sir. 3.2 now, but over 3.2 now, but over 3.2. Niels, he says he's out. 3.1. Second call. 3,100,000. Hammer's eye at 3,100,000 rand. You bought it, sir. Sold 3,100,000 rand. Well done. Right. Always a lot of hucks comes around, but the auctioneer gets nothing. Lot number 20, lot number 20, Harry, the mixed-use commercial property in Midrand, number 539 Newton Crescent. That is residential 2 zoning, well-positioned mixed-use property, stylish studio layout, industrial design. Ladies and gentlemen, a property projected annual income of 1.2 million rand. Well maintained, partially tenanted, and a standalone property. This is our last item for today on the auction block, Harry. We're going to Midrand, and we have opening bid already is in 3.5 million rand. 3.5 is in. 3.5 at a bid of 3.5 million. Opening bid at 3.5 is in. 3,750. 3,750. 4 million is in. At 4 million, we're going to finished very strong here. At 4 million is already in. 4 million is in, 4.25. At 4,250,000. At 4 million, 2 bit of 4,250,000. 4 million stands. Don't get a fright, sir. At 4 million now, but a 4.1. I'll take you 4.1 now, but a 4.1. 4.2. 4.2 is back at 4.2. 4,300,000. At 4 million, 3 bit of 4 million, 3 bit of 4 million, 3. 4.2 million stands. 4,200,000. At 4 million, 2 bit of 4 million, 2. And 50. And 50. I'll take your 50, says the last lot. I don't mind. I get paid by the hour. 4,250,000. 4.3. 4,300,000. 4 million, 3 bit of 4 million, 3 bit of 4 million, 3. We have 4.3 and 50. 350,000 now, but over 350 now. 4,350,000. 4 million, 3 is in. 4,350,000. At 4,350,000 now, but 350 is back. 0.4. 400,000. At 400,000 now, but a bit of 400,000 now, but a bit of 400,000 a bid. At 400,000 now, but a bit of 400,000 now. First call, 4,350,000. Second call, 4,350,000. 4.4. At 4.4, yes or no? At 4,400,000. We are selling 4,350,000 going once, going twice. Final call, 4,350,000 rand. Sold it, 4,350,000. What a great day, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you. We look forward to see you back on the 24th of April, right back here. Have an incredible day. God bless, and we'll see you next month. Thank you.